Two of the most common health benefit options that your employer may offer you are health reimbursement arrangements, or HRAs, and health savings accounts, or HSAs. If you're not sure which to choose, you actually don't have to. Employees can participate in both an HRA and an HSA, as long as they're offered together compliantly. In this video, we'll go over 5 common questions we get about HRAs and HSAs, highlight their differences, and discuss how they can be used together. First, let's go over who owns the plan. An HRA is an employer-sponsored plan that's owned by the organization. Rather than an account, an HRA is an arrangement between an employer and an employee. The employer provides an allowance for employees to use and get reimbursed tax-free for out-of-pocket medical expenses and personal insurance premiums. Funds stay with the employer at the end of the year or when the employee leaves the organization. An HSA, on the other hand, is owned by you, the employee. It's a special bank account that allows participants to make pre-tax contributions to be used specifically for medical expenses in the future. Because you own it, any contributions made will stay with you even after you leave the organization. Second, let's talk about who's eligible to participate. In order for you to participate in an HRA, it must be offered by your employer. It's not a health account available to anyone to open on their own. Only current W-2 employees and their spouses and dependents are eligible to participate in an HRA. With an HSA, you're only eligible to participate if you're enrolled in an HSA-eligible high-deductible plan, and you're not enrolled in any other non-HSA qualified health insurance plan, including Medicare Parts A and B or Medicaid. You also can't be eligible to use a general-purpose flexible spending account, and you can't be claimed as a dependent on someone else's tax return. Next, let's find out where contributions come from. With an HRA, the allowance is provided by the employer, so you won't contribute any of your own money. Also, employers only pay when an expense is incurred and only up to the employer-defined allowance amount. With an HSA, contributions can come from both you and your employer, so long as the combined contributions don't exceed the annual limit that's updated every year. Unlike an HRA, employers pay at a regular, organization-defined interval whether or not expenses are incurred. Now let's talk about what the plan covers. You can use your HRA on all qualified medical expenses as defined by IRS Publication 502. As long as your HRA is not set up as the premium only. Check out our video linked in the description to learn more about the things that are qualified, not qualified, or could be qualified based on certain circumstances, such as with a doctor's note or prescription. You can use your HSA for the same qualified medical expenses outlined by the IRS. HSA funds can also be withdrawn to pay for non-medical expenses. However, participants under 65 will have to pay a tax penalty. Finally, let's discuss how HRAs and HSAs can work together. Remember that to be eligible for an HSA, you need to be covered by an HSA qualified high deductible health plan. That means all policies that you use must be HSA qualified, including your HRA. So if your employer offers an HRA, it needs to be a limited purpose HRA that only reimburses you for the expenses that are exempt from the HSA deductible requirement in order for you to be eligible to participate in both plans. These expenses include health insurance premiums, long-term care premiums, dental expenses, and vision expenses. A standard HRA will make you ineligible for an HSA because it would provide coverage for all medical expenses, including copays for prescriptions, which aren't exempt. While HSAs and HRAs have some similarities, they are 2 different health benefits. An HRA is an arrangement between an employer and an employee that allows you to get reimbursed for your medical expenses, while an HSA is a portable account that you can own and keep with you even after you leave your job. Whether you choose to participate in an HRA, an HSA, or both together, you'll get a flexible benefit that meets your unique healthcare needs. For more information, check out the link in the description to our article on the 5 most common questions about HRAs and HSAs. At PeopleKeep, our award-winning customer support team helps thousands of organizations administer their own HRA every day, and we'd love to help you too. Tap below to subscribe and get more health benefit updates like this. If you're interested in an HRA for your organization, Visit PeopleKeep.com to learn how we can help you get started.